In this video, I'm going to show you how to compute the slope and an equation of a tangent line of a given function at a given point. So here's our function, 2x squared minus 8x plus 9x cubed. So the first thing you need to do is, given this x value, x equals minus 5, I want to compute the slope of a tangent line at that point on the graph corresponding to that x value. So to do that, I have to keep in mind that the slope of a tangent line is given by the derivative. So what I need is f prime at minus 5. Now, to obtain f prime of minus 5, what I need is f prime of x. So, using the various differentiation rules that I've shown you, the power rule and the sum and difference and constant multiple rules, I can go ahead and compute f prime of x like I did in my previous video. So that would be 2 times the derivative of x squared, which is 2x, minus 8 times the derivative of x, which is 1, plus 9 times the derivative of x cubed, which is 3 times x squared. So now if we simplify, we get 4x minus 8 plus 27x squared. So now to get the slope, all I need to do is substitute minus 5 in here for x. So I get 4 times minus 5 minus 8 plus 27 minus 5 squared. Now be careful when you substitute negative values for x. Here we have minus 5 squared. So when you take a negative number and square it, that becomes a positive number. So be sure to negate, then square. So minus 5 squared is not the same as minus and then 5 squared. So this is positive, this is negative. So in this case, this is a one that we're doing that turns out to be positive. So working all this out, we have 4 times minus 5 is minus 20, minus 8, and then 5 squared is 25. Okay. Now, to compute 27 times 25, you could go for your calculator, but I will explain to you how one could try doing this in your head. Because 25 times 27 would be the same as 27 times 25 would be the same as 27 times 100 divided by 4. So certainly multiplying by 100 divided by 4 is easier than multiplying by 25. So 27 times 100 is 2700. Divided by 4, you just cut that in half twice. So, well, 27 divided by 2, that's 13 and a half. So we'd have 1350 over 2. 1300 divided by 2 is 650. 50 over 2 is 25. So we get 675. So that is this term. So I have minus 28 plus 675 is equal to 600. So here I'm subtracting 28, but that's the same as subtracting 30 and then adding 2 back. So I have 645 plus 2 is 647. So that is my slope of a tangent line at x equal to minus 5. Now I can move on to the second question, the equation of a tangent line at x equals minus 5. And for this I use this general form that magically appeared here on the board. And this comes from the point-slope form of the equation of a line. So this is for a general function f of x at a general x value, which in this case is minus 5. So a is equal to minus 5 in our problem. And I have f prime of minus 5, that's the slope, 647. But what I also need is a value of a function at that same x value of minus 5. So I need f of minus 5. So I go back here to my original function, f of minus 5. So substituting minus 5 in for x, I have 2 times minus 5 squared minus 8 times minus 5 plus 9 times minus 5 cubed. So minus 5 squared, remember a negative squared becomes a positive, so that would be 2 times 25, which is 50, and then minus 8 times minus 5, two negatives make a positive when you multiply them, so you have 40, and then I have a negative number cubed is negative. 5 cubed is 25 times 5 is 125, so I have plus 9 times minus 125. Now, I could do this also without using a calculator. So the first two terms, of course, it's 90. And then multiplying 125 times 9 is the same as multiplying 125 times 10 minus 1. So I have 1250 minus 125, which would give me 1,125. And then, so I can think of this as taking 1125 minus 90 and then negating that. So subtracting 90 is the same as subtracting 100 and adding 10 back. So I'd have 1125 minus 100 is 1025, plus 10 is 1035, but the whole thing is negative, so I have minus 1035. So that is f of minus 5. So now I have all the information I need to come up with the equation of a tangent line. So in this case I have y is equal to f of minus 5 plus f prime of minus 5 times x minus minus 5. When you're adding, minus minus makes a plus. So I have f of minus 5 is minus 1035. And then f prime of minus 5, that is my slope, 647, times x plus 5. So I have an equation for a tangent line, but I'd like to get it in what you may know as slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. So y is equal to 647x, and then I gather all the other terms to get my y-intercept. So that would be plus 5 times 647 minus 1035. And for this, multiplying by 5 is the same as multiplying by 10 and dividing by 2. So this would be 6470 divided by 2. Well, 64 over 2 is 32, and 70 divided by 2 is 35. So that is 3,235. And therefore I have y is equal to 647x plus, subtracting these two numbers, works out to 2,200. So that is my, too much chalk dust here. Final answer for the equation of my tangent line.